Welcome back, everyone. Let's work on a Nissan. Alright, so this is an 01 Nissan Frontier, and all of this is going to change. So ball joints are bad. These bolts are probably seized. They were on the other side. New shock, inner and outer tie rod, and the sway bar end link, and then we're going to do a lower ball joint also underneath there. So pull your brake caliper off. That's leaking. That's cool. So there are 14s, one up top, one on the bottom, which is seized, so that's cool. These are your slide pins. They're supposed to move like that, not move like that. So I'll have to replace those. Upper shock, so it's a 14 millimeter. I was too lazy to go grab another one, so I had a pair of vice grips. Anyway, so we'll go ahead and, it's a double nut is what it is, so I'm going to finish pulling that off, and I'm going to get that bottom one off. Okay, now we're going to do the lower shock bolt, 17 millimeter. If you got a good impact, go ahead and sink it off. If not, just use a good breaker bar. Sorry, it's loud. It's 25 degrees outside, and it's cold. There's your shock. It's off. Yay! So, I'm going to do this setup quick, but I'm only going to pull it off of the knuckle because this joint, this tie rod, outer tie rod, is different than the inner tie rod. So I'm just going to pull it off the outer for now, and I'll be right back. You do have a cotter key in there, so pull that out. So that bad boy is a 22 millimeter, and like I said, I just pulling that off for now. I'll put new ones on here in a little bit. So now we're here. So I'm gonna bust that bad boy loose, and that one. You can see it. Those are 22 millimeter as well. Okay, top bolt was 1 inch, bottom one was 1 1/16 inches. I don't know what the metric equivalent is. I didn't have those. I just had the standard. So both those are off. You have this little bracket right there. It is held on by 10 millimeter. We'll go ahead and get that off after we get this kind of out of the way, so we can move that up. So now I'm going to take a pickle fork, shove it in there, and beat the crap out of it. Okay, I can't get that bottom part undone, the bottom ball joint, so I'm going to take this giant 1 7/8, put it right there, and take that bolt off, or that nut off. That's what holds the lower ball joint onto the lower controller. Lower ball joint. We'll go ahead and throw that away. Apparently somebody cut that. That's cool. Okay. Those bolts like to seize in there. These ones aren't. The other ones were. If they are, just cut along the side with a good Diablo Sawzall blade, and you can pull this control arm out and throw it away. That's bad. Really bad. So I'm going to go ahead and get these out quick, and I'll be right back. Now, when you do, if you have to cut these, they are a special bolt. See that? Special. You have a washer like that on the other side. So, if you do have to cut these, go to Rock Auto. 20 bucks a bolt. Or 20 bucks a side, I should say. But you have to have them. That's what does your alignment. So don't just put a grade 8 and grade 10 bolt in there. Just go get the right one. So now we're gonna zing that feller off. And then we're ready to start putting stuff back together. I believe that's a 14 millimeter. There's our Gabriel shock. Outer tie rod end. Inner tie rod end. Now those are the same on both sides, so are the shocks. Ball joint, lower ball joint, the same thing. What's this bad boy? Oh, that's my sway bar link. And then those are bolts. Grab your lower ball joint. That's a cotter pin for the lower castle nut. And we're just going to bring it up. I'm going to put the jack underneath it to put pressure on it. Okay, so I got some pressure on it with the jack. I'm just going to tink around the outside to seat it down. Now I have no idea what the torque spec is for that. All I know is it's really goddamn tight. That's what I got for you. So next I'm gonna do that guy. So now this is how this is gonna go together on the truck, okay? Keep in mind that there is a spacer right there, okay? And then that's part of the top bolt. So go ahead and throw this on. Put it on like that. Actually, I'm gonna go like that. Okay. Alright, so you're gonna have to put some pressure on or the lower control arm to raise it up to, you know, put that new one on there. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and throw that upper control arm in. This bad boy. I'm going to put anti-seize in those bushings right there so we don't have future problems. Now, I'm not going to tighten those because I'm going to get everything else on first. So, got some prep. Ball joints. Pull the top one off. Pull the bottom one off. Okay, so you go ahead and get that up there. I need both hands because I'm going to hold it up with one hand and yeah. Okay, again, we're going to jack it up and get the upper ball joint in. Alright. Got both those done. Look at that. So now we'll drop the jack. So you'll notice when you do this, this bracket no longer has a mount on the control arm. So all I'm going to do is basically self-tap it right there. Right like that. She's hell out of the way and ain't got to worry about nothing. So, let's grab our shock. Alright, much like the sway bar link, the metal washer and the rubber grommet, and then you have one on top for the top also. So, I'm going to go ahead and shove this in there and going to put anti-seize down there again. So now we're going to tighten those bolts. And then we'll do this. So I turned the truck all the way to the right to bring that out here so I could work on it a little bit better. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten those up and we'll be right back. So I put a crescent wrench on there and push it down. Break that loose. I'm going to pull this outer tie rod off. Now that spins towards the back of the truck to come off. It's going to go in our garbage pile. Grab our outer tie rod end, tighten it up. Then we got to put our grease zerk in. Now we're going to take that other side off. It's grody. Alright, get that one on there. And then we're going to tighten up these two nuts. And then I'm going to send it somewhere to get in alignment because, well, I don't do that. But that's everything. We'll put the wheel back on, put the brake caliper back on, and I gotta order a new bracket because, well, that lower pin is seized. So make sure and grease these, and then you're good to go. As always, like, subscribe, share us. Shoot us any questions. Deuces.